Hi, and welcome to the Krafty Librarian YouTube channel. If you found your way here, there's a good chance you already know me from my blog, The Krafty Librarian. And if you've never heard of my blog, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'll just say up front, this is my very first video. I'm actually filming this during a little bit of a downtime before I head out to watch my son play lacrosse. So since it is my first video, I'm going to ask for a little bit of grace as I figure out the ins and outs of doing videos, but I promise they'll get more sophisticated over time. My hope is that at the end of the year, we can look back at this video and have a few laughs, a few drinks, and maybe share a blooper reel or something like that. This channel is basically an extension of my blog. It's just in a different format. It'll have the same ideas, same perspective, just me talking instead of writing. And I hope to do things that I couldn't really do very well on the blog. For example, I would love to have it so that I can have videos showing up on the screen and highlighting and moving things, stuff that I just didn't work well via a static print word. I've been sharing my thoughts on librarianship, medical librarianship, evidence-based practice, technology, scholarly publishing, anything you can think of that I found interesting that I run across in my daily life as a medical librarian. But more recently, it's also been about how AI is showing up in our workspaces. And at some point, I realized these things are just easier, or maybe I just wanted to try a different way of doing it. But I thought, let's try a YouTube video. So here we are. And you're going to see some awkward pauses, some weird lighting as I figure things out. That's kind of the point. This is very much a learn as you go kind of day and situation. I'm all right with that. My goal isn't to be perfect. I've never been perfect. My goal is to be useful and helpful and start pulling back the curtains to things that people never knew were behind the scenes. If I could be helpful in that manner, similar to what I was with my blog posts, that is to me what is successful. So what can you expect here? Well, it'll be pretty much the same topics as I've discussed before, such as how are libraries navigating AI tools, issues around misinformation and how we can help people find out what that information is and do a better job evaluating information, the realities of working in a medical library. I hope to look at different products that make our lives a little easier, hopefully not more complicated, but if it does, I'll let you know it's more complicated. I give what I feel is my honest truth. And there'll probably be some other behind the scenes perspectives on topics and things that, like I said, I find interesting, and hopefully that you find interesting as well. So if you've been following my blog for a while, I hope you feel like that this is a natural next step and that you'll continue to follow me here the same way you followed me on my blog. I really do appreciate the support more than I can say. And I have met so many people through my blog, through writing, through meetings, through discussing things. And in addition to learning about these things and discussing them, I think that is my most favorite thing about what I do, is meeting the new people and having a really cool exchange of ideas of what's going on out there. So that is another reason. It's kind of like the secondary reason of doing this YouTube video. I'm hoping to try and continue that in a different format. One thing I've always believed about librarianship is that anyone working in information plays a critical role in helping people find and make sense of what they're seeing. And the tools are always changing, the landscape is always changing, and it's overwhelming. And that's what I'm trying to do, is help people take away a little bit of that overwhelmingness and to make our work more, to illustrate, shine a light on how important our work as medical librarians are. So this channel is just another way to talk through those challenges, share what I'm seeing, hopefully give you some practical advice or practical thoughts. I don't know about advice, but at least get you thinking in a different way that you could take back and apply it at work, or at least just get you to thinking differently. Clearly, you could see I don't have a fancy production shop. It's going to definitely be an evolution. So we'll see where this goes. And if there are topics that you want me to cover, questions you're wrestling with, see, I told you there'd be mistakes, or tools you're trying to figure out, put them in the comments. That will honestly help shape what I talk about here. And everybody talks about in YouTube's, please subscribe, share, hit the like button. That will help with the algorithm so that more people can find the Krafty Librarian. And since this is a new spot for me, I need all of your help to generate that kind of interest so that people can find this YouTube video and others that I will be making to help inform people. So thanks for being here. And for those who are coming over from the blog, thanks for following me to this new endeavor. I really appreciate and hope to see you again soon.